Hey guys, Welsknight here, and welcome back to another episode of the HermitPack. Last episode, we had a little bit of an issue with our farm, our cow and pig farm thing, and I could not figure out why this was not working. Thankfully, you guys came through and explained it. So, and I actually don't feel that bad about it, because I would never have thought of this. Essentially what's going on, these mechanical users are being registered as a player, and with FTB Utilities, the mod that allows me to claim chunks so other people can't, mess with my stuff, the FTB Utilities essentially registers those fake players as actual players, which means they can't, break blocks or do anything. So there was a command that I needed to run that would essentially allow fake players, like these mechanical users, to do their thing. And I think it was Aaron Lane. Thank you so much. He gave me the command. And there was actually quite a few of you who said, it's the fake player thing. Hypno just did the same, just had the same issue and fixed it. So the command, for those of you who need to know it, is FTB team config ftbu.fake_players true. And that will fix the problem. And now this thing works beautifully, just as I intended it to. And we can see here, if we look at carrots, I'm up to 2.8 thousand carrots already, and 1.7 thousand wheat. And this has only been fixed now for maybe 15 minutes or so. So that will give us all the wheat and carrots that we will ever need, and then some. So I think the next step for this farm is to automate a couple things. I also went ahead and changed these conveyor belts around a little bit. So rather than needing 5 mechanical users over here to kill the cows and pigs, I'm only going to need 1, because they'll all kind of flow to the center point and be killed there. But what we want to do here is we want to make weapons for this thing to use, and I want them to be unbreakable. And that means we need Tinker's construct weapons, and that also means we really should make ourselves a smeltery. It's been something that I've been kind of putting off just forever. So I'm thinking we should probably make ourselves a little bit of a smeltery for our base. Let's just put that stuff away. And let's just take a look at smeltery stuff. So there's a couple ways we can do this. I'm going to need grout, I think. Let's just make a few stacks of that. And let's actually process, up we go. And I still have my compressed torturino. I know it's been removed from the pack as far as craftable, but since I already had one, they can't take it from me. They can't do it. So we're going to throw this in here and speed this all up. There we go. And that'll give us a whole bunch of these seared bricks, which we then can obviously use to make smeltery stuff. So let's put all that in here, and let's look at seared bricks. There we go. And let's just make 2 stacks of that. I will need a smeltery controller, a seared gate. Oh, here we go. Seared tank. I think I'm going to take 2 of those, actually. And then we'll want 1, 2, 3 smeltery. Actually, probably 6 smeltery drains. Oh, I'm going to need some more grout. That's all right. We can make tons of this stuff. There we go. Smelt. Smelt my grout. Beautiful. Let's just toss all that back in there. There we go. And we've got, 3 drains right now? So let's do 3 more, and then we'll do 1, 2, 3 casting tables, and 3 casting basins. And I don't really need a super big smeltery. I know I can use the smeltery to actually triple ores and stuff like that, but I don't really want to. I find it more fun to play around with machines and stuff. Now, the question is, where are we actually going to put said smeltery? maybe we put it up. Well, maybe we put it on the main floor. Let's see. What kind of space do we have here? We could put it over here, actually. That's not a bad idea. Oh, hey, come back, you. And why do I not have my coin? Coin! There we go. So let's plan to put our smeltery, like, right about here, kind of in this little corner. And let's just break all that out. And then we'll put a dark oak plank. Actually, we should probably put a painted glowstone right there. There we go. And then we'll do... actually, you know what? Those do not need to be seared bricks. There we go. Okay. So we'll plop down some seared bricks right here. Like so. Make a little thing around it. Like so. And then... right here is where the controller itself will go. I'm almost tempted to push that back one more, but... yeah, I think I'm going to actually push that back right up against the wall. Although, one slight downside to doing it that way is going to be that it's going to be a little bit difficult to kind of get some of my things, like, unsmelted. So let's put a painted glowstone there, I guess, for now. Then again, I don't really need that many smeltery drains. Like, I'm not going to be using this smeltery for mass production of anything. At least not right now. Maybe like eventually, but at that point I'll probably change and make an actual, like, smeltery room instead. Let's make that a glowstone block so we have light over here. Good. Alright, so we'll put a controller here. And then I'll put a seared tank here and here. And we'll change these into smeltery drains. And it looks like we could actually get by with just that. If we did a casting table here and here, and then a casting basin there and there, and here. Oh. Wait a minute. That goes there. Did I? Oh, I put one of my casting basins in the other casting basin. Okay, that explains why it's not working very well. Now, can I put drains? Oh, I can. That's fantastic. Alright, so let's do that. Let's see if I have any lava. I do not. Okay. Do I have a tank of any kind? Once again, I do not. Okay. So, I'm thinking we should probably make a fluid tank of some sort. There's one from Ender.io, and then there's a few of them from Mechanism, I believe. Let's just search for fluid and see if there are other fluid tanks and things like that available. Fluid nulliflower spin, yep, not much. So let's just use the regular one from Ender.io. That should be fine. I don't need a ton of lava. Tank, here we go. And that is this one. That should be fine. Do I have a bucket? Oh, I have a lava bucket. That'll work. So we're going to take this into the nether. I'm just going to fill that up. There should probably be some sort of light source over here, so I'm just going to put that right there for the moment. And let's swing into the nether real quick, and I'll just fill up this tank manually. I'll fill up the smeltery, and then we can get to making some pretty awesome tools. Alright guys, I am back, and our smeltery is now fully filled up, ready to go, ready to rock and roll. So, the next thing that we need to do is actually make our tools, and what we're ultimately going to need is going to be two of pretty much any generic tinker's weapon. I'm thinking the scythe would probably be the way to go because it does have an area of effect attack, so I think that would probably work best for what we're doing here. We're going to need two tough tool rods, a scythe head, and then a tough binding. So not too bad. Now, as far as patterns go, I don't really have very many at the moment. So let's grab some gold. Let's just put... we'll just put some gold ingots in there. Let that do its thing. And actually, if I remember correctly, the Torturino does work on Tinker stuff. So if I put this here and change that to this, yeah, it'll smelt much, much faster. Good, good, good. Okay, now let's grab some cobblestone, because I'm going to need to make some casts here. And let's go over here to our part builder. And I'm going to need a tough rod. I'm going to need a scythe head. Oh, that actually stays there. I'm going to need... Was it the tough binding? I think it was the tough binding was the last piece. And then the rest of these I can just kind of build as I need to. Let's just double check and make sure we have all the things. Yeah, good, good, good. Okay, so we'll put this here and that there. Oh, that's so much faster with the Torturino. That's way better. Okay, so this gives us all the pieces that we need. Now, the head doesn't really matter. The binding should probably end up being paper, just because then it can have an additional modifier right off the bat. And we're going to have to make it so that it is maxed out on durability. Where is at Tinker's? Probably upstairs. Let's just take a look here. Yeah, materials and you. So one thing that I do want, if we go tool material modifiers, here we go. One thing I do want, obviously we want luck so that we can increase the number of drops. And then I also want reinforced. Adding an obsidian plate to the tool seems to work with its durability, making it stronger. Stacks with previous levels of reinforced, and it has multiple levels. I'm not sure. I think it's reinforced 10. Makes it so that the tool is completely unbreakable, but I'm not 100% certain on that. The other thing that I really want on this tool is... Oh. Fiery. Here we go. And that adds blaze powder. So... that will essentially mean that any meat that we get from the pigs and the cows will be cooked right off the bat, which will be very helpful. So that should be good. Now, I also want to look at materials. I'm pretty sure obsidian. Obsidian does not give it reinforced. I thought it did. So maybe we'd be better off using all of our modifiers for reinforced except for one. Firewood could be good. Maybe. Or we could go pig iron. That would give us even more food. That might be an option. No. I'm not seeing anything that gives this... Yeah. So I think we're going to need probably paper or treated wood. Oh, interesting. That's an addition from Immersive Engineering. So I guess what we should probably do is try and get as many modifiers on this thing as we possibly can, because the damage itself doesn't really matter that much. This isn't a weapon that we're going to be using. It's just going to be kind of an automatic sort of thing. So we should be fine. Is there anything... Is there, like... Can you still use magical wood to get, like, super modifiers? It doesn't look like it. I think paper is the only one that actually gives additional modifiers at this point. Writable. Let me just look through this and make sure, but I'm pretty sure paper. We're going to want to make most of it out of paper. All right, guys, I am back. So it looks like the materials that we use don't really matter that much. So I think what we'll do is go maybe obsidian for the tool head or whatever. So let's see. This thing has a cost of 8. So, and I think this will give us essentially 2. I think this will be enough. Maybe. I'm not entirely sure. We do have our Torturino going, so it will smelt. 1 block. That might actually be enough right there. Whatever. We'll do it all. Why not? So let's try this out. And that gets us down to 5 blocks. So how many are left now? 2 blocks and then 2 ingots. So let's go like that. And still have 2 ingots. Yep. Which apparently I can't do anything with. So, okay, whatever. It's fine. Yeah. All right, so next thing we need is paper, and we're going to need a huge quantity of it. Luckily, we've got a ton of sugarcane. So let's just make a bunch of that. And then I believe... Are stacks of paper still a thing, or does it just want... Nope, just wants regular paper. Okay, that's fine. So let's go to our part builder. We'll take that out. Grab our patterns, and we'll do a tough binding out of paper. And then we'll do our tough tool rods out of paper as well. There we go. So that should basically be everything I need now to make 2 identical scythes. I made way more paper tool rods than I needed to. Why did I do that? That's okay. So let's see. Durability, 74. Not exactly great, but it does start with 6 modifiers, which is pretty good. And then we're also going to need... probably easier to just find it looking for Tinkers. At Tinkers. Golden item frame. Here we go. Reinforcement. We're going to need these. And I'm going to need a ton of those. So let's grab some gold. Toss that in here. That should be enough. Let's just get rid of the rest of that obsidian because I'm not going to need it. And then we're just going to make a bunch of these plates. I'll need 6. Actually, I'll need 5 for each one to start. And there we go. That should be 10. So now reinforcement. Like so. There we go. So I got 10 of those. And then I also need a ton of lapis. Let's just make all of our lapis into blocks. That'll be fine. Okay, so now we get to start adding these guys on here. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now we have one more modifier. So for that one, we'll do the lapis. And it looks like it's maxed out on lapis, I think. Yeah, fortune 3. Or looting 3 specifically is the one we really need. So, durability. It says it's unbreakable. Do you need 5 of them to make something unbreakable? Because that would be perfect. Let's just see if I put this guy here. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 5 of them will make it unbreakable. That's awesome. All right, so let's just put those around. And there we go. So we have 2 matching identical tools, which will totally do what I need them to do. So that's awesome. Can I fit this stuff in here? Nope. Not happening. That's all right. Let's put all that away, and let's just grab just a regular old chest, which I'll put like right here, and we'll just put our casts into there. Okay, so in theory, we should now have everything we need to get the farm up and rolling. Since these are unbreakable, they do AoE damage. Oh, you know what? I do need them to have another modifier, though. Oh, but that's a lot of experience. I wonder if they gain experience. If we go left click, and just do generic. Let's see if that works. It's not super... I want them to have the fiery modifier as well, which might be an option. But let's see if I grab a couple empty soul vials here so we can move these animals around. Let's just grab 2 cows. And let's just put one of them right here. Okay, nothing there. Place block? Nope. Use item on block? Nope. Use item? Oh, and upper left slot only. There we go. So it looks like entity is the one that we're going to want. Fair enough. That's easy. Okay. So let's grab all of our cows and put them in here. Now, here they're going to be safe, so we'll be good. And I think this will probably be enough breeder cows. There we go. And then the other thing that we're going to have to do is we're going to have to move the... we're going to have to basically wire up these automatic feeders so that they get filled with food. Now, one of you told me that pigs are short enough that they're going to go right under that. And it looks like that's not the case. So I'm glad to see that you were wrong. Because that would have put a little bit of a damper on my plans for sure. There we go. We'll do that. And the last thing that I'm a little bit concerned about is whether or not these pigs will still be able to kind of get together and breed. I think they will be, but I don't know for certain. So we'll have to find out. But if we do that, these pigs will all kind of gather in one area. And then what we'll have to do is just kind of get under here. What's going to be the best way to do that? Because I kind of want it to be hidden, but it's not really necessary either. Tell you what, let me get some work done on this, let me finish this up, and I'll come back to you afterwards. Alright guys, I am back. I think it's all good. In theory, once I finish this up, we should see wheat coming into these feeders. We've got carrots coming into here. We basically have these exporters, and these ones are just set for carrots, like so. And these ones are just set for wheat, like you would expect. And then over here, we'll get the babies. When the babies grow up, they'll get killed and set, and the drops will then get sucked into these chests where we have a couple of importers that will bring everything back into the refined storage system. So the only thing left that I really want to do is cover up those, these things right here, because they look kind of terrible. So I think we're going to try chisels and bits. Let's go to chiseled bit bag. I think that's probably something that's in here. Let's just see. I don't have that much. I'm actually quite low. Oh. Yeah, well, maybe we can pull it off. So if we come here, and let's see if I remember how to do this. It's been a while since I've done chisels and bits. There we go. We just want a plane. And just right here, we can do that. Ooh, I don't know if those are going to continue to work, though. Oh, they totally will. Fantastic. Okay. So in that case, we can make these, like, completely invisible. We just do 3 lines like that. That didn't work as I thought it was going to. I don't know what happened there. That was a little weird. Exporter. Wheat. There we go. Try again. There. Good, good, good. Okay. So, I am going to need some more dark oak, it seems. So, let's go here. And go dark oak. Let's just put a couple of those down. Grab the chisel. And let's just get all that sucked up. There we go. And last but not least. Oh. Why is that? Oh, because I'm not using the bits. There we go. Got that going. And then here. Maybe here we'll do. Let's see. Drawn region, perhaps? So we can draw that to, like, right there to cover that one up. And then here to cover that up. Yeah, this totally works. I love it. Awesome. Anyway, so there you have it, guys. We have our farm. It works. It looks great. I think, for the most part at least. There's some minor improvements and things that we'll probably need to make over time. But not too bad at all. And unfortunately, guys, I am out of time for this episode. So, my friends, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave me a comment. I do appreciate it, and it really helps out my channel. You can also find me on Facebook, Twitter, and Twitch. There are links in the video description below, so check that out as well. Otherwise, guys, thanks for watching. and I'll definitely see you next time.